Hello cEDH fans, how are we doing today? It is me, Dan, moderately anonymous MTG, and we are back today with another episode of the greatest cEDH channel in the multiverse. We got some killer guests on the show today and some really sweet decks, so let's get to it. Before we hop into the games, just giving a quick shout out to our sponsors. Go hit up TCG Player if you want to pick up any of the cards that you see today. Dragon Shield if you need some sweet sleeves to put them in. And of course, we got tons of cool merch in our Bonfire store if you want to help support the show directly, as well as our Patreon. Big shout out to all of our patrons like these ones you see on screen who make these episodes possible. And now let's go ahead and hop into the deck techs. First up is Mod playing Dihada, Binder of Wills. This is a Mardu Storm deck looking to resolve silence effects and win the game with Underworld Breach strategies. In second is Useless Knowledge playing Hashaton, Scarab's Fist. This is an Esper control deck using Hashaton's ability to cheat huge creatures into play and end the game with Thras' Oracle. In third is Sam from the Howling Salt Mine playing Kotis the Fangkeeper. This is a Sultai Voltron list looking to connect with Kotis, steal spells from opponents, and win the game. And in fourth is Scoop Phase playing Rograk, Son of Roga, and Thrasios Triton Hero. This is an almost entirely Simic deck looking to get Gaia's Cradle into play, activate Thrasios a million times, and win the game. Hey everybody, before we hop into our video today, I just want to take a moment to shout out our sponsors for this video, BetterHelp. Magic has been an awesome way to de-stress and connect to community in my life, but as someone who's lived with depression and anxiety disorders throughout my adult life, nothing has been as important to improving my mental health as therapy. Changing seasons means changing routines and priorities, and it's not uncommon to deal with anxiety regarding those changes. If you felt extra stressed lately regarding work, practicing for upcoming cEDH tournaments, or anything else, talking to a licensed therapist from BetterHelp can give you the tools that you need to help manage that stress and deal with it in healthy ways. Getting started is easy. Just fill out a questionnaire and you'll match with a therapist in as little as a couple of days, and you can easily switch therapists at any time for no extra cost if it's not the right fit for you. If you've been thinking about starting therapy, this is your opportunity to see a quality therapist who can get you on the right track to improving your health with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description of this video or go to betterhelp.com/modanonmtg and get 10% off of your first month of therapy. Now let's go ahead and hop into the game.
On Tabernacle would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
In that deck, are you crazy? I'd lose.
All right, let me move my head.
It's pay one or destroy it, right? That's why Indestructible is good.
Yeah, pay one or destroy it, which is why Kotis.
Yep.
You just don't have to pay.
That's so funny.
just
That's
sits.
right, because that's pre-sacrifice.
Yeah.
Templating. That's really, really funny.
Yeah, so like Berserk works on Kotis as well, where you can like
Yeah,
Also
Berserk.
very funny.
double the power and then it doesn't get destroyed at the end.
Pre-games, anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, good luck, have fun. Drawn for turn. Badlands is land for turn. Cast a Ragavan, and I will pass.
A Morphic Pool, a Mox Diamond.
It's morphin time.
Get rid of a Gloom Lake Verge. Yeah, let's cast the Hashman.
All right.
Makes sense.
I'll pass the turn.
Rejuvenating Springs, and we'll tap it. And we'll play a K9 Mark 1. And I'll
Love
pass
it.
the turn.
Yeah.
I'll play a Mana Vault. And then you're going to swing at me with the Ragavan, so I'm not blocking, so I'll just keep this in my command zone. Go ahead.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, untap and draw. I don't know why that makes sense, but
Well, I need to make sure my storm count's high when I cast all these squirrels.
that makes
Nice,
a lot
nice.
more sense. How big is your K9, Sam?
It's a 1/1.
It is.
I will tell you, if you attack me with Ragavan, my deck has some really shitty cards in it. You might just get a Giant Growth.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. I was like, Sultai is interesting. It might be a
That's
little bit better
right.
than Scoop's deck because
Oh,
I'm not
man, it's so
too
good.
excited about Scoop's deck either.
Yeah, you don't want my cards.
Yeah, I guess Scoop has already played a Mana Vault and you haven't, so I'm going to come at you, Sam, for one. Or I'm
All
two
right.
rather.
You get a Noxious Revival, and I'll take
Okay.
2.
I will make a treasure, play a polluted Delta as my land for turn. I'll crack the Delta, go to 39. Gonna get a scrub land and 2 mana for Demonic Tutor.
Yikes.
I will pass on the tutor.
I'm gonna get this card and then I am going to pass the turn.
Scrub-a-dub-dub land. We're just gonna cast the Tiny Bone Joins Up.
That's funny. What does that do?
When it enters the battlefield, any number of target players each will discard a card. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, any number of target players each melee card and lose 1 life. So all of y'all will discard a card.
Ooh,
Soul
mine-
Partition, Candelabra.
Mine was an Imp Seal.
Ooh.
In the library.
Yeah, and with a Ragavan on the board, I will pass the turn.
And untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb, and I'll tap it, and I'll cast a Risky Study. I will pass with 4 cards in hand.
Misty Green Suns for 3. 1 colorless floating. And I'll pay for Ristic. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna Flusterstorm that.
That'll be it. Pass turn.
So, Dan, are you gonna win? You gonna try and go for a win right now?
No. I mean, you can source my monkey if you want to, I guess, but no, I mean, if I was going to win, it would also have nothing to do with this monkey, I can tell you that much.
I'll pass.
Untapping, and I'm gonna win with this monkey right now. First spell I'm putting on the stack is Culling the Weak. You're such a... No, I'm just kidding. Let's go to combat, and I would like to hit Mr. Scoop with Ragavan.
Yeah. You get a Mysterized Village.
Let's play an Ancient Tomb as my land for turn. I'm going to leave 1 floating, crack a treasure, 2 life, and the Ancient Tomb go to 37. And cast Dihada, and I'm going to pay for Ristic Study.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see. Dihada. You tutored for something. Probably a flicker. Okay, I'm just gonna do this now then. Silence.
They're just gonna go for it next turn.
Right, but I'd rather it be when I have open mana and maybe some other stuff to do.
Are you paying for Ristic?
I am not.
I mean, I already told you I wasn't going to win the game.
You said with the monkey.
Well, no, I made that the extra caveat.
Well, here we are.
I mean, yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
That is fine with me. I do not care.
I'm thinking about it.
You're going to counter it for me?
Silence.
Well, I'm thinking if I want to do something while Silence is on the stack.
This seems unfair to Dan.
How many cards do you have in hand, Dan?
How many cards do I have?
Yeah. How many cards does everyone
5.
I have 3.
I'm done too.
I'll force the Dihada.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Seems interesting, but okay.
Yeah, I think that the advantage it gets you is a bit too much. So.
There's a silence on the stack, bud.
Yeah, you can't even cast spells right now.
Yeah, I just don't even want you to activate it.
Okay.
See her fucking face right now.
Well, next turn it can do it too. It's fine.
Next turn will cost 2 more mana.
That's okay.
That's
There's a regular.
my land for turn.
Yeah, it can be cast for 6.
Guys, let's just all the spell resolve. Let's chill.
I just think it should be
Let's
known
all
that you
just
both made
chill.
bad plays. And with
That's
that, I will
fine.
pass the turn.
Sweet. I'm on
Hey,
top.
I'll make as many bad plays as I want.
As many as I
Unfortunately, I
want.
can't stop you because I'm playing Rakdos. I wish I had something to say about it, but
Doing Undercity Sewers tapped. I will look at the top card. I will put it in the bin. I will put this Orcish Bowmasters in the bin. No, we're gonna imp seal that. I will go find a card and I will put it on top of my library. And then I will not do anything in combat, and I will go ahead and pass the turn to Samuel.
Cavern of Souls for land. Naming Warrior. I'll tap an Ancient Tomb. I'll play a Soul Ring. And then I'll tap the Soul Ring and play a Felwar Stone. And then with the 1 floating off the tomb, we'll tippy tappy tappy and play Kotis.
which mode on Cavern of Souls did you use?
I used the cool one.
Nice, that's what I was fishing for. Did you use the cool one or did you use the fucking nerd one?
Yeah, I'm just playing fast and loose, you know? And I will pass with 2 cards in hand.
Alrighty. Untap. I take 1 from the crypt. Draw a card. This ticks up. I will tap it for a colorless mana. This goes bye-bye. I'll get Expedition Map. Crack it and get a Cradle. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super fun. And then for turn, I will play the Cradle just to get it out of here. Play Cradle for turn. I'll shuffle in a second. And then I will play Roger. You can draw a card. And that's my turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to untap, draw, going to play a land. Let's go to combat. And Scoop coming at you for 2.
All right, I'm gonna give it the good cut here. Here we go. The Mox Masters cut. You get a polluted delta.
Oh, that wasn't the Mox Masters cut.
Wow.
Going up to 2 treasures. Let's see. So if I put Dihada on the stack, I can probably get like a Force of Negation and an Orum's Chant out of the 2 of these guys. 2 life into Tomb, 35. Sam, you can draw Dihada. I'm going to down tick her, reveal top 4, Grand Abolisher, Wheel of Fortune, Bolas Citadel, and Jeweled Amulet. Do I want to put a Citadel in my hand?
Seems not bad.
Yeah, it's just that versus do I want the extra treasure? But I guess I don't. I'll just take the Bolas Citadel and make 3. Go up to 4 treasures. And I'm going to spend those 4 treasures on a Smothering Tithe.
Pink-foristic?
I cannot. That's all my game actions. I'm passing the turn.
Draw for turn.
Tithe?
No, you can have it. And we'll transmute a Muddle Thine Mixture.
Oof, rough.
I will go get me a handy 2-drop. Ghostly Pilfer will go to hand. Yeah, I'm going to continue
The
to
definition.
hold up the Hashman with the fat ass and pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap, upkeep, and draw a magical card. I don't think I'm going to pay for your thingy there, Dan. What's the blocking situation right now? You got no blocks, Dan.
No.
I'll play Command Tower for turn. I'm going to send... Go to set you, Dan. Before damage.
Oh, here we go.
Berserk.
I'll pay 5 and cast Hatred.
Yeah!
Ooh.
I can't do 19 because then you die. So I'll put 16 life in.
I'll go to 17.
Please flip the top 18 cards of your deck.
Where's your silence?
Oh, it was used on a really good
I
thing.
used it already.
Yeah, it
I
was
know.
used on this really awesome
You
thing.
didn't
Let's
have
see.
to.
We have got Lotho, Last Chance, Lotus Petal, Silence, Final Fortune, PFB, Saw in Half, Diabolic Intent, Sensei Stop, Soul Ring, Entomb, D-SWAT, Gamble, Voice of Victory, Rite of Flame, and a bunch of lands.
Jesus.
Yeah, would you like a bunch of silences and tutors, Sam? Would that be helpful? Let's say you're starting with silence, maybe? I don't know.
So the way that Kotis works is that when
It
you
all goes in the
cast,
stack at the same time?
everything goes in the stack at the same time.
That's
it's like a Mystics
super,
Mastery.
super funny.
It's like an overloaded Mystics Mastery.
Okay, well, do we want to talk about if anyone has any way to interact with this, or can Sam just resolve it
I don't have any.
arbitrarily?
Yeah, resolve. That's fine.
Okay, so
Hold on. I mean, Scoop, do you have something right now?
No, I have a Veil Summer, so I don't get whatever. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I get to cast.
Are you paying for risking?
No, you can draw a card, and I get to draw a
Sam, are
card
you-
because you cast the spell.
And I'm not going to pay for your Smothering Tithe, Dan.
cool.
And you can have one for me too, Dan.
Excellent.
We'll do all of the mana, the so there's a petal, a soul ring.
And Rite of Flame as well. If you cast my spell, does it go to my graveyard, or does it stay in exile?
It does go to your yard. Let's see, what else do we have in here? We have our Gamble, we have an Entomb.
I mean, Sam, do you not run Thoracle Console?
I do.
Oh,
It's just Gamble's not a sure thing.
right. But you have,
what are you gonna gamble for? do you not have like a Yogg-Will or something?
I don't think I have Yogg's Will.
No?
In here. No. Not that type of deck, guys. All right.
Well,
It's not a deck that wins, guys.
We'll cast the Gamble. We'll do a little Gamble. Call out a number 1 through 6. 1 over here, 6 over here.
3.
3 goes
Yeah.
away. It's a land. Cool.
We didn't do it.
Diabolic Intent is resolving. We're gonna put that card in hand. And then what was the last one?
Entomb.
Okay, sick. I'm gonna put Mog Cannon in my graveyard.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I just go to my next turn. I will pay 1, 2. I'll play a Thoracle. with the ETB trigger on the stack. I'll play Demonic Consultation.
Nice. GG's. Wow, cool Kotis win. Super wild game this week. That was absolutely incredible. Kotis looked really sweet there. There's a lot of really weird cards in Sam's deck. I mean, he won with Hatred, but it makes for a really unique deck, and honestly, it's unlike anything that I've really ever seen in cEDH before. It's super cool. Big shouts to Sam, Scoop, and John for joining us this week, and of course, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, everybody. Be good to yourselves. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, one of the best ways to support us is by leaving a comment and hitting that like and subscribe button. It's incredibly helpful and always appreciated. If you want to support the channel more directly, join our Patreon to catch episodes early, join our private Discord, and get some other awesome benefits. One final thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. And thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, everyone.